Mabuhay! Ako ang inyong kakampi na si Puting Pinoy, isang puti na may pusong Pinoy. At kasama natin ngayon si... Wait, yun.
Yeah, yeah, J.Sing here from
Yeah.
J.SinghTV Reacts.
J.SinghTV Reacts. Maraming
Yeah.
salamat. Ito ay live, Dwayne. At kung gusto mong sumali, pwede ka rin sumali. So bali mga kikampiyan, dito tayo, nagtipon-tipon tayo ngayon kasi pag-uusapan natin ang isang bagay na nasa aking isipan palagi, lalong-lalo sa mga panahon ngayon. So yung mga tatalakay natin ay appearance versus reality. Pag-uusapan natin yung Jamill sa pagbura nila ng kanilang channel. Tatalakay natin si Nos Daily, whang-od situation, and ihahambing natin yon sa cultural appropriation na ginawa ng Disney. Gagawin din natin yung Disney Point, pag-uusapan natin yon. Maybe a little bit of the boys. Pag-uusapan natin ang mga biases, mga cognitive biases, at pag-uusapan din natin ang PR, business. No. Okay. So, ganito yan mga kikampi. By the way, sana okay lang kayong lahat. Nagulat ako at Sabado ngayon, akala ko akala ko regular weekday, like sobrang bilis ng panahon. Okay, so unang-una, simulan natin ito. Napansin nyo siguro, nakasuot ako ng Mickey Mouse shirt. At may dahilan kung bakit sinusuot ko ito. Ipapakita natin mamaya. I think simulan natin ito sa konting kaalaman tungkol sa Disney. Actually, pasensya, sa isang video, let's see here, ni Elijah Borreros. Here it is. Okay. Nandyan na. By the way, mga kikampi, huwag kalimutan na sampalin ang like at sampalin ang kampana. Kung gusto nyo talaga ang video na ito at generous naman ang mga puso nyo, siguro gusto nyo rin i-share sa mga iba't ibang pages nyo. Maraming salamat kung magagawa nyo yan. At by the way, ganoon din mga kikampi, sampalin ninyo ang channel kay Kakampi Jerry, J.SinghTV Reacts. Titingnan natin kung ano ba yung link sa channel niya pagkatapos ng live stream na ito. All right. So let's go ahead and start. Now ganito yung scenario. Okay? Gusto kong isipin natin mga kikampi, mag-imagine tayo na ikaw ay isang vlogger. Ikaw ay isang content creator at mag-uumpisa ka siyempre sa mga shots. May camera na nakahawak at ikaw para kang actor. So, panoorin natin ito mga kikampi. Marami tayong mapupulot na aralin dito.
Pwede na direct. Okay na. Yung script pa ko yan. Yan na. Pasok mo yung tugtog. Yung inspirational music. Yan.
Yeah.
Cut na.
Yeah. Okay. So, ang pinapakita dito ay, di ba, lahat ng mga bagay parang scripted. Hindi naman as in scripted, pero kung anong mensahe na gusto mong iparating sa audience mo, yan ang gagawin mo lahat sa production upang ipadama ito, di ba, kakampi?
Yeah, tama naman. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung ano nangyayari behind the scenes. So, we should not always take everything at face value. So dapat marunong tayong mag-isip na totoo ba 'tong mga ginagawa nila or hindi. We should always ask ourselves those questions because napaka-importante nun. Pagka naisip natin 'yon and we dig deeper, ang dami nating natutuklasan minsan.
Now, by the way, gusto kong magbigay ng isang disclaimer. Hindi ko talaga ituturo kung sino ang mga vloggers na ganito, ganyan, okay? Pero may mga pag-uusap kami behind the scenes, mga vloggers kami na halos nakakilala kami sa isa't isa or at least may isang degree of separation lang. So halos lahat kami, we know each other first-hand or third-hand to a degree. At totoo talaga ito mga kikampi, yung kwento ay parang first date ba? Like gusto mong ipakita lahat ng maganda sa'yo. Ayaw mong makita ng kadate mo na yung mga kahinaan mo, di ba? So, ganyan talaga yan mga kikampi. Okay, ipagpatuloy natin to.
Ano ba? Ulit-ulit, lagi nilang ganito. Hindi matutuwa sa ating Shopee yan.
Ano po? Di ba? Di ba? Nagpa-filming sila.
Yay! Ha? Ulitin natin.
Yan na. Okay, script. Okay. 3, 2, 1, action. What's up, guys? Today,
Tash,
I'm gonna show you a real-life story. Ibaba mo yung script. Hindi ko makita. Yan. Ano manonood sa atin yung mga...
See, paano manonood sa atin yung mga tao kung ganyan ka, hindi ka organized, hindi like, ibig sabihin talagang alam ng mga vlogger kung anong ginagawa nila para makakuha ng loob ng mga creators, di ba? Ng mga audience, di ba?
Yeah.
Tingnan natin dito. Okay, so, di ba? So, pinag-iisipan talaga nila ang lahat ng mga bagay. Tingnan natin kung anong ginagawa nila.
ng mga uling sa mukha para mukhang makatatawa rin talaga. Guwapanggap akong yung nangangalakal, may dalang basura.
Yon.
Dapat yata kulit-kulit yung damit ko no?
Oo, pwede. Mas maganda para makita talaga ng tao na ano.
May damit ka yung mga basahan, mga lumang damit na.
Wala yata doon, nakita ko doon sa ano eh. Record eh.
Kung clothing.
Ano
And
yan?
kung clothing. Tama to, pwede basahan.
Pwedeng basahan to. Siyempre, magkaibigan silang dalawa. Pero tingnan nyo ito. Diba?
Yeah.
Ginagawa nila lahat ng mga, lahat ng mga maganda. Lahat ng mga maganda, diba? Para sa video. Basta para sa vlog. Bumubuo sila ng isang kwento, diba?
Yeah.
Para lahat ng mga damdamin natin mararamdaman. Diba?
Yeah.
Ayon sa gusto nilang maramdaman natin.
Takoyaki po.
Ay, fishball.
Hindi, ano po takoyaki po? Yung may octopus po sa loob.
Buti nagkasya dyan, no?
Kasya naman, iniwan.
Kano yan?
50.
Mahal. Pwede mo pahingi na lang?
Pwede naman.
Gutom na kasi ako eh.
Oo, pwede.
Ang bait mo naman. Hindi nga
So,
kuya.
So, siyempre, bibigyan siya. And then, bigla,
Pagkain eh.
I like
bibigyan.
Mabait.
I like kakampi na ano eh. Na kinat niya yung t-shirt niya but there's a wire coming from us.
Yeah. Di ba? Like, sobrang halata. Pero, siyempre, pinagtatawanan nila yung ganyan format ng paggawa ng mga video. Kaya ganoon talaga ang ipapakita nila na talagang like sobrang like dinidiin lang nila. Pero ganito nga yung mga procedure sa paggawa ng mga ganyan vlog.
Yeah.
Di ba? Magandang tanong din yan kay Kampi. Actually, isang bagay yan na gusto kong alamin kay Attorney Libayan kasi mahalaga din yan sa cooking.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, lahat ng mga
as
procedures.
As long as you're earning profit here in the Philippines, you have to pay your taxes. So we pay our taxes also. I have a business here and I pay my taxes.
Ayos yan.
Yeah.
Sige. Yeah. Hindi ko alam ang lahat ng mga procedures pero baka matulungan mo naman ako kay Kampi.
Yeah.
Ito.
1,000
Tanggapin mo na kasi
Diba?
ulitin ko to.
Bigay lang siya.
Laro pa tayo sa pa.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah.
galing sa youth.
Use.
Para matigil na yung mga beast. Diba rugby boy? Yossi ka lang pala, Yossi. Kaya na to.
Kaya na lang to.
Oo. Hindi, napakabuti kasi ng puso mo.
Grabe naman to.
Disclaimer lang natin
Bigay
kakampi.
pa.
Disclaimer lang natin siguro. Smoking is dangerous to your health, so please.
Yeah, tama.
Yeah.
So
Take care of your health,
basically,
guys.
Yes, and basically mga kikampi, nakikita naman natin dito. Like sobrang like ginagawa niyang OA and then
Yeah.
pagkatapos nito, 'di ba, dadalhin niya siya dito. And yan. Para dumami din yung mga vlogger na gumagawa ng ganto.
Gagawa ng ganito para magkapera
Yeah.
din sila.
Para makapera din sila.
Salamat.
Yan ang pinakapunto na pag-uusapan natin mga kikampi para naman makapera naman sila. And I mean, para sa akin, masasabi natin na maganda ang mga ginagawa ng, siguro maganda yung layunin nila.
Yeah.
Pero, and hindi natin pag-uusapan masyadong ngayon patungkol sa poverty porn. Pero ang sasabihin natin lang ngayon ay, masasabi ba natin na napakabanal ng tao kung may kapalit talaga siya? Like, hindi naman niya ginagawa dahil lang sa kabutihan ng kanyang puso, di ba? Mayroon naman siyang mga, di ba? Yeah, hope everyone will help me too. Ako din, kikampi. Like, kung gusto ako, like, kung gusto nila akong pagbigyan, like, okay sa akin.
Max, I'm gonna say something to you lang
Yeah.
Pasensya na. But I know for a fact in my heart na you are destined to do great things.
Yeah.
Hanggat hindi mo na-discover sa sarili mo kung ano yung capabilities mo, you're gonna be stuck in the same place. So, discover yourself. That's the most important part.
Tama.
Discover your abilities. Use them to the utmost extent na kaya mo.
Oo, tama.
Yeah.
So, tingnan natin kung sa pagtuloy na ito. So, hindi naman siya tungkol sa poverty porn, pero ibig kong sabihin ay mayroon talagang business plan. Hindi ito basta-basta. Like, yung mga vloggers na yun, iniisip talaga nila yung pera. Siguro maaring naman na ginagawa nila and then busilak ang puso nila.
Yeah.
Maaring yun. So yan ang disclaimer ko. Kung masama o mabuti ang isang vlogger, hindi trabaho ko yan na sabihin na ituro-turo kung sino sila. Ang gusto ko lang ay hamunin lang natin. Hamunin natin yung...
Yeah, it's up to actually each one of us to identify as much as possible if the person you are viewing or yung nakakasalamuha mo is genuine or not.
Yes, tama.
That's what you call critical thinking. Critical thinking is very important in our life para hindi tayo laging nauuto.
At maraming nagsasabi, bakit naman wala naman masama dito? Like, tumutulong naman sila. Well, oo, pero dapat tingnan din natin yung buong picture, di ba?
Yeah, look at the bigger picture.
The bigger picture is ano bang magagawa ng kahit sinong vlogger, di ba? Pagdating sa mga dito. So, hindi naman tayo magtatagal dito sa topic na yun. But basically, di ba, like, hindi naman ganyan kasimple yung issue ng poverty at hindi porket may tumutulong ay yan ang pinakamaganda, di ba? Yan ang pinakamagandang paraan para makaangat sa, di ba, para makaalis sa poverty, di ba? So, ganito.
Oh, ang ganda ng ni Max.
Tingnan natin pagkatapos.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Nag-content lang ako.
Nag-content lang ako.
Kasi nakapag-vlog, tsaka alam mo na, uso ngayon yung mga ano, di ba?
This is so funny,
Yeah, this very meta.
Yeah.
Namigay mo na ako ng pera. Pero ano, babalik mo sa akin yung pera. Babalik mo sa akin.
Oh, you see?
Oo.
Yeah.
Well, siyempre, okay, so parang biro lang talaga yon yung part na yun. Sa tingin ko, hindi naman talaga ganyan yung mga vloggers. As in, taos puso sila nagbibigay. I mean, nagbibigay talaga sila.
Yes, we don't say na guaranteed namin na ganyan talaga yung nangyayari. But we don't know. So we should exercise our critical thinking na totoo ba talaga yung ginagawa nila? Are they actually helping? That's a bigger question.
Well, okay. Well, ito ang isa sa mga gusto kong sabihin. So gusto ko naman yung sinasabi ni Kikamping Max dito, Max Happening. Pero ang sasabihin ko rin, wag din natin ikalito ang katotohanan, 'di ba? Ang katotohanan ay kung makikinabang din tayo, siyempre, aayaw ba tayo? Hindi. 'Di ba? So, kahit sasabihin ng tao, sinumang tao na nais lang nilang tumulong, well, look at the evidence. Look at all the surrounding facts and make the observations. Yan ba talaga ang
Tamang
punto
gawin.
nila?
Tamang gawin.
Oo, tama. At mga layunin nila.
Yeah.
Okay, tingnan na natin. Silipin natin kung paano nagfa-fit in ang Disney dito, di ba? So, isipin natin, biruin natin, ito, Disney, Mickey Mouse, ito yung pinaka-innocenteng bagay sa buong mundo, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero, hindi naman ganyan pala. Like, marami din silang sikreto na itinatago nila. Marami silang nagawa sa kanilang kasaysayan na hindi talaga maganda. And they just have really, really amazing lawyers. They have really amazing PR para makakalimutan ng mga tao, di ba? So, I think it's very important to remember this. Magandang gabi sa lahat ng mga kakampi dito. So, para sa akin, mas maganda talaga kung aminin at matauhan lang tayo na okay lang din kung gusto ng pera ang tao, basta maging honest tungkol doon. Like, kung gumagawa ka talaga ng kabutihan, I mean, maybe siguro it's very, very good. Or tinutulungan mo ang isang tao, like, okay, very good. But kung sinasabi mo na hindi ka nakikinabang para sa bagay na yun, I mean, that's just kind of shielding you know, what the truth is. It's PR management, basically, di ba?
Yeah. Tama.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you know, at the same time, mahalaga din yung ethics dito. Like, gagawin natin kung ano ang maganda at makakatulong. So, siyempre, habang gusto natin makapera, habang sinasadya natin na talagang makahakot ng views, makahakot ng subscribers, sana ginagawa natin ito sa isang paraan na taos puso, na walang kasinungalingan, na hindi basta dahil gusto makapera lang. You know, sana may mga mas malalim na layunin, may mas malalim na kahulugan ang mga ginagawa natin dito sa social media. But I think isa sa mga pinakamahalaga ay talakayin natin that what you see, you're seeing what I want you to see. Maging ako, maging sinumang vlogger, nakikita lang nyo ang gusto nyong makita. Di ba kay Kakamping Jerry, ano ba yung background niyo? Di ba? Like, may watermark ka pa dyan. Di ba? Like, wait, where's, di ba? Di ba? Yan ba ang background mo sa katunayan, Kakamping?
No, not really.
See? Ako naman, tingnan nyo. Medyo overloaded na yung basura sa bahay ko, okay? Diba? Medyo magulo, medyo makalat. Kailangan kong maglinis. Pero ang nakikita nyo lang ay ganito. Medyo guwapings. Siya, medyo guwapings. Diba? May Mickey Mouse. Diba? Sobrang saya tayo dito. Sobrang saya natin dito. Diba? So, ganyan talaga yung programang ito. Ganyan talaga yung name of the game sa YouTube. And people always take advantage of that. So, wag po tayong paligoy-ligoy nito, di ba? Like, dapat talagang aminin natin na this is a show. It is a show.
We actually, syempre, gano'n naman talaga eh. Our goal is to get views. But will you get views kung ang ipapakita mo is mga useless stuff na hindi naman talaga papanoorin ng tao? Syempre, you want to go with something that they will watch.
Siyempre. Siyempre, pero yung gumawa ka ng brand kung saan ikaw yung anghel, ikaw ang pinakabanal, like, yan ang hindi tama. Like, sana maging totoo talaga yung mga tao.
Yeah, just be honest na, look, I'm helping and I'm also gaining from this.
Yes, tama.
That's
exactly.
The biggest thing.
Just be true. Ako, like, hindi man ako nakikita, like, I've said it a few times, but it's not that big. The amount of money I'm making. I'm not a trillionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even isang libo an air. Like, diba? Like, kung minsan wala talaga akong income, you know? And I'm just maswerte na my parents are supportive, you know? So,
Yeah.
ganito yan. Okay? So, panoorin natin. Ito pa, yung mga katotohanan tungkol sa Disney World. Tingnan natin ang ilan doon na ayaw nilang makita ng mga tao, ayaw nilang malaman ng mga tao kasi kung gano'n, baka masisira yung ano nila. Ito,
Obviously
unsanitary.
share costumes, but they also had to share undergarments. Yeah, up until 2001, each costume had their own Disney sanctioned undergarments that they would all have to share. That is so gross. But because of this, a lot of workers were passing around scabies and pubic lice to each other. That is highly unsanitary. I'm just
Diba? So they were trying
Yeah.
to save some money. Diba? Ito yung pinakamasayang lugar sa buong mundo. Yan ang brand nila, diba? The happiest place on earth, Disney World. Pero nakikita natin na mayroon naman silang mga business practices noon. Ngayon, alam mo mga kakampi, natuto na sila. So hindi nila uulitin ang pakikamaling yun. That doesn't mean that they're these perfect people. It doesn't mean that they're sobrang dapat nating i-idolize. Pwede nating gustuhin. Pero kung may pakikamali sila, you know, managot din sana sila. Like, let's hold people accountable. Hayaan natin na maging real yung mga tao sa halip ng, di ba?
Ang problema kasi actually, when we do fanaticism, we put these people in a very high pedestal na ang tingin natin sa kanila is parang near God. They're near God level ang tingin natin sa kanila na they can't make mistakes. But sa totoo lang, they are also human.
Tama.
They're human beings. They have the same capacity to make mistakes as each and every one of us. So that doesn't make them different from us. In a sense.
Yes, 100%. And then I think the pressure, di ba? Mayroon din mga pressure which pag-uusapan natin mamaya kay Jamill kung paano binura nila yung channel nila, ano ba yung mga motivations. Siyempre mga haka-haka lang, pero observations ito kung paano tayo makikarating sa likely truth, di ba? Not the truth, but a likely, plausible thing that happened. Okay, panoorin pa natin to.
Disney has a very sexist past. So a letter from Disney from back in 1938 showed that they wouldn't hire women to work for them. So the letter was addressed to a woman called Mary Ford, who applied for a position on the animation.
Isipin nyo ito mga kakampi, siguro kung hindi kayo ganyan ka-familiar sa Disney, sobrang tungkol sa diversity sila. Di ba? May Raya and the Last Dragon, may Mulan, may Moana, di ba? May Aladdin. Gusto talaga nila ng inclusivity and diversity. Pero isipin mo, part ito ng kasaysayan nila na yung mga babae ay pinagbawalan magtrabaho sa Disney. Diba?
Yeah.
In the letter, Disney said, and I quote, "Women do not do any of the creative work in connection with preparing the cartoons for the screen, as that task is performed entirely by young men. For this reason, girls are not considered for the training school." At the time, women were being discriminated against in many ways, but many people were shocked and angered by this letter. Coming in at number 7, we have the Cursed Ride. Due to its dark history, Disney park workers and others believe that the
this is another interesting one, the Matterhorn. So isang ano yan, I'll just summarize it. Pero yung Matterhorn, isa yan ride doon sa Disney World at may mga tao na namatay dahil sa ride na yun. Like, dahil hindi buo yung safety, hindi matibay ang lahat ng mga safety precautions nila. Pero alam mo, that ride, they rebranded the entire ride. They changed the name of that ride para ma-cover up yung, para ilayo yung ano, lumayo muna sa dark history ng ride na yun. Siyempre, they fixed it. They've come to, they've made improvements, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero dahil nangyari ang mga masamang bagay. So, ganoon din, ihambing din natin ito or halin tulad din natin ito sa mga vloggers, mga pakikamali nila. They can learn, they can grow. They can make mistakes, they can change, they can learn, they can be educated on a topic. 'Di ba mga kikampi, hindi lang tayo mga 'di ba ano ba yung kwento sa Pilipinas? 'Di ba yung yung kawayan nakikibagay sa panahon. It's the people, it's the oak trees na sobrang matibay, na sobrang lakas din ng bagsak. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just stay on one idea. Like, kinakailangan maging open-minded, malawak ang pag-iisip natin, di ba? May sasabihin ka pa dyan, Kikampi?
Yung sa ano lang, kapag if you close your mind to everything, you will remain stagnant. Ito sasabihin ko, this is actually counterproductive because every day in life we'll learn something new.
Tama. And I think sobrang takot tayo kung pagsabihan tayo na mali tayo, kung binatikos tayo. Kung tutuusin, kung tama yung pagbatikos, dapat talagang tanggapin natin at matuto sa mga bagay na yun. At the same time, kung mali yung pagbatikos, pwede din sumagot sa pagbatikos na yun at ipaliwanag kung bakit mali yung pagbatikos. Well, isipin din natin, balikan natin yung kay, ano ba ang pangalan niya? Nas Daily, whang-od, and Disney.
Yeah.
Diba kay Nas Daily, maaring maganda yung hangarin niya. Diba? Pero ang tanong ngayon, tama pa ba? Like may mali pa ba, diba? Mayroon pa rin mali. Ano ba yung kamalian na yun, Kikampi?
Yung sa response niya actually, yung response lang niya yung naging mali, in my opinion. This is my opinion only.
Okay. So sa tingin mo, ano bang dapat naging response niya?
Kasi kung yung kay whang-od, I don't care about the other side because that's irrelevant actually. The one with the Luis or whoever she is. So we're gonna focus on whang-od. This is actually cultural appropriation kasi nangyari sa kanya kay Apo whang-od. Because minority sila. So ang nangyari, may pumuntang foreigner. Now that stature will actually intimidate all those locals.
Yes.
Diba? So, like I said, if you enter a contract, sabi even Doc Adam said this, na is the person competent to enter into a contract? Competent enough to enter a contract. Ngayon, the fact na he turned this culture of those people into an online course, this is actually very insensitive on his part.
At alam mo, siguro hindi man niya naisip na sobrang insensitive. But at the same time, regardless, dapat matuto pa rin, no?
Yeah. Now that was actually the cause of the issue. Let's go back doon sa response niya. Yung response kasi niya is more like may halong Pinoy baiting ulit na halos 70% ng video is all about, I traveled to the Philippines. My fans told me about the Philippines. The Philippines is a great country. We all know every country is great. Whichever country you go, they have their own qualities and traits.
They have their straight, they have their good, they have their bad, they have their unique, they have their beautiful, they have their terrible. Lahat.
Lahat ng bansa pare-pareho.
Tama.
But if you're gonna kiss ass na lang na this is the Philippines, this is they're so great people, there are this, there are that. What? Just say, okay, I'm sorry, I did not think this through carefully.
Yes.
Yeah,
tama.
so I was insensitive in their pagdating sa culture ng mga
like pwede din sabihin kung minsan I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know. Just that simple.
Yeah, ganun talaga sana ang sagot niya. But let's go back to whang-od and Disney and Nas Daily, di ba? So dapat humingi siya ng paumanhin. Ganon din, dapat niya nalaman na yung pirma ng kontrata na yun.
Yeah.
Hindi talaga tama. And siguro akala niya na tama para sa kanya. We can't know the full story. We don't know this full story. Pero
Yeah.
we can still discuss the issues.
Yeah,
And I'll say that
and like we always say, this is
Mhm.
this is our opinion only.
Yes, tama. And kay
Yeah.
kakamping Max happening, people criticizing without knowing the real story. So sa tingin ko, okay lang manghusga kung ang pinaka punto ay yung issue at hindi yung mga tao. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
If you're trying to just destroy a person, hindi yan yung sagot. Hindi yan yung magandang resolution. Walang magandang ibabunga sa ganyan goal,
Yeah.
di ba? Ganyan layunin. Ang mitiin talaga natin dapat sana ay tulungan natin tulungan natin ang sarili natin at tulungan natin ang mga ibang tao para lahat tayo makikaunlad, makikaangat, di ba? And kaya ako hindi naman sa pagtanggol, pero pinag-usapan ko naman tungkol kay Doc Adam, and pag-usapan natin yan mamaya. But for now,
Kakampi, excuse me lang.
Yeah.
I'd like to share my story muna.
yeah.
Okay
Go
lang.
right ahead. Sige.
Actually, before this pandemic, a travel agent ako.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we all know, because of this pandemic, the travel industry suffered so much. So that included us. Life savings namin naubos.
Mm.
Yeah, ECQ, yung mga credit card bills ko all piled up. Right now, I'm around siguro mga more or less nasa 500,000 in debt. Yeah, because of credit card debt. Yeah. Naipon lahat eh. I don't have any savings para naubos lahat because of ECQ. So, what I actually did, natuto ako magluto. Because of this ECQ na, I don't know, boredom sa bahay, natuto ako magluto. So, yeah. I tried to discover something new. So, someone told me, actually, this is something very important. We should all recognize na kapag may opportunity nag-present sa atin, we should grab it. Someone told me that you should start selling this. And it came to my realization that may point yung tao na yun. So I started. Actually, I only know 2 dishes when I started cooking. 2 dishes lang ang kaya kong lutuin nun. But slowly, I try to learn, I try to expand, and now this. And everything, I listen to my customers.
Yes, di ba? Nung may sinasabi sila or may feedback, ginagamit mo yan para pagbutihin pa yung negosyo mo.
Yeah.
Diba?
Like, for example, I had this one client. I have this one customer na nagreklamo siya, medyo salty daw yung food. So, did that make me mad? No. So, I said, sorry sir, sige po, next time, I'll try to decrease it by 20% na lang para subukan po natin kung magustuhan nyo. At
siyempre, isang bagay din yan, Jerry.
Yeah.
Hindi ikaw ang sinasalakay, kundi yung saltiness. Masyadong maalat para sa kanya. Maaring perfect yung alat para sa akin kasi mahilig ako sa maalat. Diba?
So I understand him na sabi ko, sige, baka may preference siya sa pagkain. So, I try to understand na lang na, sige, sir, sige po, next time. Basta po kayo, nakanote sa kanya every time na o-order siya. This is, less salt lagi yung pagkain niya.
And that makes the customer loyal to you.
Yeah. So, if I acted differently on that criticism, sa tingin nyo ba magbabalik pa sa akin yung tao? No.
Siyempre hindi.
But now, regular customer ko siya.
Tama. Maganda yan. Magandang kwento yan. It's about the issue. Tama.
This is the importance of criticism. Kasi hindi tayo laging perpekto. Meron tayong pagkakamali magagawa kahit gaano tayo katalino, kahit gaano tayo ka-ethical sa buhay natin. Where there's gonna be a slip up every time. So the only way to understand or figure that out is if we try to listen to others who criticize us. Because the only thing they want is for us to improve.
Tama, tama. And I think, okay, so sagutin ko ito kasi maganda yung punto dito. It's about the issue, not the personality. It just so happens the story just came out about a specific personality. Open forums like this ain't about being vindictive or judgmental. Tama, tama.
Yeah,
Kung
agree.
minsan,
I so agree.
kailangan, tulad ng ginagawa ni Doc Adam, kung minsan, parang masyado na siya. Well, let me just say this. Bilang isang Westerner, iba yung style ng sense of humor and yung way of criticism, I think. So I think yung paraan niya is more on the sarcastic side, which kung minsan ay medyo abrasive sa mga ibang Pinoy. Others love it, di ba? But I will say, dahil doon, there can be cultural misunderstandings. There can be issues that arise. Pero ang pinakabagay, ang punto ni Doc Adams sa mga video niya ay may tuwid niya yung tamang yung
mga maling medical information. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So pag ginagamit niya yung tao na like yung scenario or yung tao like doon niya idinadaan yung pagtuturo niya, siyempre gagawin niya yan kasi yan ang paraan na mas mapakalat yung mensahe niya.
Yeah.
You know? Oo, like he does earn from that, pero tulad ng sinabi niya is he is making more money sa isang araw kaysa isang buwan sa YouTube. So siyempre kung mas gusto niya ng mas maraming pera, gagawa siya ng ibang style ng videos na walang pagbatikos. Bakit? Kung bumabatikos ka sa isang bagay, kung nagre-real talk ka, malamang mababa ang mga views mo, hindi magiging regular. I mean, kahit Attorney Libayan, isa siya sa mga siguro consistent na real talkers dito sa platform. And by the way, mga kikampi, babanggitin ko ito ulit. Kay Doc Adam, kay Attorney Libayan, kay Nico David, mga tao na gusto ko, mga tao na gusto ko ang pamamaraan nila ng pagsasalita, etc., etc. Pero ganoon pa man, shout out din pala kay Ryan Rosella, isa din siyang magaling at kay Jerry. But at the same time, hindi ko lagi sinasang-ayunan ang lahat ng mga punto nila. And I don't have to. And they don't have to always agree with me. Hindi yan kinakailangan. I know na siguro isang bagay yan sa kultura na nakakatakot nga yung mga confrontations. But confrontations can lead kung gagawin natin about the product, about the economy, about a common goal, then hindi na tayo matatalisod kundi o madudulas, kundi lahat tayo maaakyat or lahat tayo maangat, di ba?
Yeah. Actually, ewan ko siguro sa mga tao dito may familiar siguro doon. I don't know because I'm more on tech kasi. Tech yung ano ko, yung actual field ko talaga. So, there was actually this video about PC build video from The Verge.
Yeah.
This until today, I think it's 3 or 4 years ago na, 2018 yata siya or 2017. I don't remember the exact year kung saan nagawa yung video. But until today, pinagtitripan pa rin sila ng tech community because they reacted so negatively to the criticisms of the tech community. Yeah, they copyrighted everyone. They copyrighted everyone na magki-criticize.
Oh wow, that's bad.
They actually targeted 2 big YouTubers in America. Big tech YouTubers.
Wow.
Yeah. So, ang nangyari, hanggang ngayon, pinagtitripan yung video nila nung The Verge. The actual video was deleted, but there are copies everywhere on YouTube.
Yeah, it's the Barbra Streisand effect.
Yeah.
Kung
So,
itago
the
mo,
more
mas lalo mahanap.
they tried to hide the video. They could have just said sorry. Okay, sorry, we made a mistake on this PC build. There was even another YouTuber from Canada who actually offered to help recreate the video and correct those mistakes, but they even turned him down.
Wow. Grabe. That's crazy. I mean, ganun talaga. Kaya maging maingat tayo sa mga ganun. And by the way, mga kikampi, isang bagay na gusto kong talakayin natin, I'm sorry, lagi ko nakakalimutan. Pero ganito yan mga kakampi. May nakita akong parang similarity kay Nas Daily, yung sitwasyon ni Nas Daily at whang-od sa sitwasyon ng Disney at Moana, yung Disney princesses. So paano pala yung mga Disney princesses? Nagtaka ba kayo kailanman mga kakampi? Bakit yung mga ilan na mga Disney princesses na mga babae magiging Disney princess nga at hindi lang Disney character na babae? Well, sinuri ito ng isa sa mga favorite channels ko, isang napakagaling na magsuri ng mga iba't ibang bagay. And he makes these theories about things, these hypotheses about things, tulad ng why is Moana not a Disney princess? Okay? Maganda talaga siyang video. I'll go ahead and simulan ko konti for fun.
Ooh, I'm so nervous. Oh boy, thank you. We'll be in touch. Next. Oh boy, looks like it's my turn.
Diba? Si Mickey is so masayahin.
Yeah.
My name is Matthew Patrick, and next. But next. Excuse me, but I said next. You listen to what I say, Theory. You will never be a Disney princess based on our qualifications. But what are those qualifications? It's Walt's little secret. You don't think our old racist movies are the only thing we can
Diba?
up in the Disney vault,
Yes.
do you? Fine, you just wait, mouse. It's time I air your dirty little secrets.
So yan mga kakampi, so film theorists yan. And that's the setup is, bakit naman, si Pat, tama. Bakit naman yung Disney, it's interesting na nabanggit yung racism kasi actually gusto naman nila na diversity. Diversity ay isa sa mga checkpoints. Tingnan natin dito. Look, here's the list na ginawa ni Pat. It's princess and title, sings along, performs heroic acts, special by fate, diversity, mad money, movie is a year old. Okay. So, hindi dinagdag si Moana. At isa sa mga dahilan doon ay naisip is actually marketing. But not just marketing, PR management. So, bakit nga kaya? So, sinabi ni Pat na isa sa mga Disney executives, the reason why the Disney princess is its own separate entity, isa siyang like own separate entity. There's the Disney princess brand. And ang dahilan kung bakit ay pinagkikitaan nila lahat. Diba? Pinakakaperahan nila. Now, with whang-od, this is where it gets very similar kay Nas Daily at whang-od and the Disney princess scenario. Bakit hindi isinali si Moana? She's diverse. She isn't called a princess, pero nakikita natin yung function niya bilang princess. She sings, she performs heroic acts, diba?
Yeah.
Here it is. Hayaan ko na lang si Pat na
No.
If you wear a dress and
Yeah.
you have an animal sidekick, you're a princess.
Wait a minute. Is that really it? I mean, sure, it's a joke, but it's being told directly to a character who has obviously not met this invisible bar to being a Disney princess, which I gotta admit makes the subtext for this scene really weird. But even though this meta joke is played for laughs, Maui here might not be joking. When Andy Mooney, creator of the Disney Princess Initiative, was interviewed by the New York Times about how he came up with the idea of grouping together the princesses, he had this to say, quote, "Standing in line in the arena of a Disney on Ice show, I was surrounded by little girls dressed head to toe as princesses. They weren't even Disney products. They were generic princess products they'd appended to a Halloween costume. And the light bulb went off. There was a latent demand here. So the next morning I said to my team, okay, let's establish standards and a color palette and talk to licensees and get as much product out there as we possibly can that allows these girls to do what they're doing anyway, projecting themselves into the characters from these classic movies."
So yun. So ang dahilan kung bakit ganoon ay para ma-market nila, para mabenta nila yung mga dresses ng mga yun, wears a dress ng mga Disney princesses na yun and my animal
Yeah.
sidekick. Pero isipin natin kung anong nangyari nung Moana. Okay? Babanggitin din ni Matt Pat yun. Moana had a lot of backlash. It had a lot of backlash kasi sa pelikula mismo, gusto nila na lahat ginaya nila ng maayos. Yung lahat ng mga, kung ano ang totoo sa kultura ng Polynesian Islands, gusto nila na talagang maging matapat sa ganyan story, di ba? And history and culture. But at the same time, there were a lot of people na nagsabi na ayaw nila na magiging brown face yung mga babae, yung mga maliit na mga babae. Di ba? Kung magsusuot sila ng Moana dress, it's very like cultural, right? It's very related and distinct to their culture. Hindi generic tulad ng mga iba. So kung binenta nila yon, matalino ang Disney. Hindi nila isasama kasi ayaw nila ng controversy. Like, marami na silang mga controversies and they are very scrutinized, di ba? Lahat ng mga tao, they are looking at them directly. My mom's here, so I'm going to speak a little English. Hi, Mom. Is basically, what their goal is to sell these dresses. And why would you sell exactly like with whang-od? Why would you sell an ancient, very cultural icon, cultural treasure? Diba?
Yeah.
Ganyan yung karanasan with going to whang-od. It is an experience that is unique to the Philippines. Paano malagyan yan ng presyo para ibenta? That was another mistake that Nas Daily seems to not really consider, but that Disney has considered. And because they considered it, they avoided making another mistake. Kaya maganda din yung pagbatikos tulad ng tinalakay natin kanina, right?
Yeah.
So yun. All right. So we've got that handled. Now the last thing to discuss is Jamill. Okay? And then may sasabihin ako, actually may babasahin ako because I just want to address this. Gusto ko nang i-address ito. Because last time there were some people actually in the Hungry Syrian versus Doc Adam video, wala naman akong kinampihan. Wala. Kahit sa kanilang dalawa. I gave a full disclosure that Doc Adam and I are friends, but I said I wasn't going to be giving him preferential treatment. I was going to be looking at this as objectively as I possibly could. Diba?
Yeah.
And then I did. And I looked through point by point, sinabi ko kung ano sa tingin ko ay tama at kung ano sa tingin ko ay mali. But here's the thing, mga kikampi. Maraming tao sa comment section. Sa comment section na yun, people said biased ka. Well, what is a bias? A bias is thinking in a specific way because that's been the way that you've been taught to see a thing. I am challenging those ideas by giving fairness to Basil's points. Diba?
Yeah.
So, I wrote this comment, hindi ko isinama, but I'm going to just read it. Ito sana yung i-comment ko or sana ginawa kong video. But the thing is there are certain things na ginawa ng Hungry Syrian sa post na yun isn't his brand kindness. Isn't his brand being a good person.
Yeah.
But at samantalang, may ginawa siya na sobrang below the belt that I didn't even think about it too much until after the video. And I still was so fair to Hungry Syrian. But yung pakikasabi niya tungkol sa GoFundMe ni Doc Adam, which by the way, he is doing that GoFundMe dahil nakasuhan siya by someone who is honestly most likely
who can't stand criticism.
Yeah, who just
back to
can't.
that again.
They just get offended. And the truth about this all is, yes, for everyone, it's about profit. I mean, for me, here's the problem. I want to profit. Gusto ko nang kumita. Gusto ko nang umunlad yung channel na ito. Kaso
Yeah.
lang, hindi ko ginagawa ang lahat ng mga kailangan kong gawin tulad ng mga tao na kung minsan they're being unethical in order
The
to get
question
their
is,
view.
yes, that's the biggest question. Are you going to sacrifice your ethics for just for profit?
And for me, I don't. I don't want to do that. Hindi yan isang bagay na kaya kong gawin.
Because
And
sa totoo lang, if you go beyond that line talaga, there's no turning back from there. If
Yeah.
you go and do an unethical act, that's it for you. Wala na, hindi ka na babalik. Kasi nasanay ka na sa ganun eh.
no,
Nasa-
again, I strongly disagree with this. Tandaan, Kakampi,
Oh, okay.
ang mga issue, not you, Kakampi, I'm talking
Oh.
about Leticia Gonzalez. Simpleng bagay lang kasi, just mind your own businesses. No, Kakampi, no. Kaya nangyayari ang
Oh, this is
corruption.
ano.
Kaya nangyayari ang corruption. Kung mahirap ka, itong mensahe ay para sa iyo mismo. Okay? Kasi yung kahirapan, nangyayari yan dahil hindi na nanunugot ang mga corrupt. Diba? Bakit naman, pag girlfriend, pag friend, pag family member, ayaw natin ng mga sinungaling. Gusto natin na maging matuwid ang taong yon, magiging makaturungan. But when it comes to vloggers, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hindi yan tama, kaibigan.
Sa totoo lang, this is actually personal experience. This just happened yesterday. Sa point ni Leticia kasi hindi natin pwedeng sabihin because unang-una, these videos are public.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the main
exactly.
point.
They're public.
That's the
They're
main
public.
point because if you don't want to be criticized, don't publicize your video. Just make it
Yes.
private.
Kahit ako, pwede akong batikusin. Kahit
Yeah.
si Jerry, sinabi niya sa
I
kanyang sariling
accept.
negosyo.
I started a YouTube channel. Hindi ako natatakot. Just come at me with a criticism that is fair.
That makes sense.
And I will
Yes.
listen. And yes, and based on facts. And I will listen to you. Kapag may mali akong ginawa, I will listen to you.
Tama.
Babaguhin ko yun.
And yes, exactly. I love
Because-
what your company here is saying. I'm not against Disney making a profit because marami silang pinapaswelduhan, but they also should be correcting their mistakes, which I think they
Yeah.
have. But the point is,
Kasi this
diba,
is the only
Kakampi?
thing, this is the only way how to improve. Paulit-ulit na lang tayo. Kaya hindi tayo umaasenso dahil takot na takot tayong masabihan na mali tayo. Tao
Yeah.
lang po tayo, lahat po tayo nagkakamali. There is
Like
no such
kailangan
thing as a
natin ng
perfect human being.
education, right? We
Yeah.
need education, and sometimes we aren't right about things. I've been wrong about things. Marami akong mga kamalian sa pag-iisip ko noon, and that has been fixed. Paano yan naayos? Paano yan naituwid? Dahil may mga tao na naging kaibigan ko or whoever na nagsabi sa akin, "Oy, mali yung ganyan pag-iisip." Or ako mismo na obserbahan ko sa paligid ko, ganito ganyan pala, you know? So,
Yeah.
and I'd read psychology, I'd read articles to understand the larger picture, the larger world outside of my mind, diba?
Yeah.
So, konting sagot sa mga tao na nag-dislike sa dati kong video dahil akala nila na biased ako. Ito yung mensahe ko para sa mga yun. Kung nanonood man sila. Kung hindi, sana maipakalat nyo ito. The purpose is not to insult anyone. The purpose is not to break anybody down. The
Yeah.
purpose is to state pure logic. Things that
Yeah.
make sense. Things and communication kung saan tayo makakapagkasunduan. Right?
Yes.
So, here we go. Sa lahat ng nag-dislike, sa lahat ng nag-comment ng biased ka, di nyo talaga pinanood yung buong video ko patungkol kay Doc Adam and Hungry Syrian. Panorin nyo, lalo yung last 10 to 15 minutes. Patas ang mga punto sa video na yun. Kahit marami akong nasabi na maganda tungkol kina Basil at Doc Adam pareho, kahit may mga nasabi akong pakikamali, may mga pakikamali silang dalawa, sasabihin pa rin ng ilan sa inyo na biased ako. Dapat may kakayahan tayong mag-isip na di basta purong papuri sa tao. 'Di ba? So hindi ito sa purong negative sa isang tao, kundi sa purong positive din. If we are thinking somebody is right and perfect about everything, well,
That's
siguro
not true.
dapat magsuri pa tayo, 'di ba? Mag-isip pa ng malalim. Everybody has their weak points and their mistakes, and if they don't, it's because either one, bilang isang audience member, hindi mo masyado pinag-iisipan, o pangalawa, bilang creator, they've really established a community and reputation of trust, and they've learned from their mistakes. Okay. Dapat may kakayahan tayong mag-isip na di basta purong papuri sa tao or purong negatibo sa tao. Suriin natin ang both sides from multiple angles, di ba? At hindi porket lagi ko natatandaan yung 6, di ba? Yung 6. Kung yung tao ay nakatayo dito, sasabihin niya 6 yan. Yung tao na nakatayo dito, that looks like a 9 to him. You know? So, kung minsan hindi talaga makakasunduan dahil lang makaiba sila ng pananaw or vantage point. Hindi porket idol o kaibigan natin na lagi sila ang dapat kikampihan natin. Look at the issues individually and separate it from the person themselves. Even someone with good intent can still be wrong. Critical thinking ang dapat. Halata sa comment section niyon, sa video na yun, tingnan nyo mga kikampi, tingnan nyo yung comments sa video section na yun. Sa comment section ng video na yun. Halata sa comment section na yun na marami talagang hindi nanood at naging biased lang. Tandaan nyo ito. Kung wala kayong kakayahan na pansinin na di perfect ang mga idol nyo, kung di nyo ma-imagine na people can create great PR for themselves, kung wala kayong nakikitang issue, kahit isang bagay lang, kung akala nyo na ang tae nila ay hindi mabaho, kung di nyo kayang makita yung mga maganda sa opposition, kahit isa o dalawang bagay lamang, kayo na ang mga biased. We're trying to have intelligent conversations here sa channels ng Puting Pinoy. Not just throw up gang signs to represent whoever we are supporting, maging idol, maging fellow creator. You know, may mga punto silang dalawa. Stop just teaming up with one and not genuinely listening to the other person's side. Walang pag-unlad kung ganon ang gagawin natin.
Wala tayong magiging pag-unlad kung stagnant tayo. Kung isasarado natin ang isip natin, we're bound to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Sabi nga, 'di ba may kasabihan nga, history should not repeat itself. But that only happens if marunong tayong tumanggap ng pagkakamali natin and matuto tayo sa pagkakamaling yun. Even actually, I don't know who actually said this because ang daming quotes na sa internet. Insanity is repeating the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yep. Tama, 100%. Tama yun, Kikampi.
Hindi pwede mangyari yun. If you do the same thing over and over, you're gonna end up with the same result. So, saan tayo magkakaroon ng pag-asenso dun?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. I like that you would do a video apologizing. That's a wonderful thing. The world would be better and people would be better if they were open to change. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Mom. That's my mom, mga Kikampi. Yan ang nanay ko.
Hello.
Yeah, history should not repeat itself. So true. Alrighty, mga Kikampi. I'm glad that you guys are talking in the comment section. Maganda yan. All right, let's go ahead. We've been waiting. We've been waiting long enough. You've been waiting long enough.
Yeah, Jamill.
You know, so yun. So ulitin na lang natin. Nas Daily should not have... Nas Daily, so right now we see him as this bad guy. Pero paano kung okay pala siya? But here's the thing. We have the evidence. Bakit niya sobrang... Why is 104-year-old woman signing contracts,
Yeah.
right? So that's a bigger issue. So even if we say, we don't know the full story, pwede natin suriin ang mga iba't ibang punto ng ebidensya
Yeah.
para sabihin, hindi naman ito ibig sabihin na ganyan talaga ang magiging mindset natin. We've still got to be open to the fact that we are wrong and we don't know the full situation.
Yes.
Diba?
Sa totoo lang, minsan actually the way we react to things tells everything about us talaga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you react in a matured and positive manner, then that tells a lot about your characteristics as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually creates a bigger impact than we think. Ang daming buhay ang naruin just because they actually reacted differently than how they should have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tama, 100%. So, yeah, exactly. Like, so, Mom, if you don't know the story, whang-od is this really traditional. She's a national artist. She does tattoos. She comes from an indigenous tribe, and a guy named Nas Daly tried to make a digital course packet with it. But yeah, she's aged really well. She's still super talented. But the question is what was him doing a business deal with her? Was that for her good ultimately, or was it for his good ultimately? Was it for both? But who was benefiting more from it, I guess, was the big thing, okay?
Yes, and also there's the language barrier kasi. So that's actually the biggest factor. Lalo na kung hindi maintindihan ng matanda, even if you can translate it, sometimes things get lost in translation din. Translations aren't always perfect. So these are complicated things.
Yeah, tama. I love this comment here galing kay Kakamping Nomar. Kasi maraming fanatiko, kaya kahit masama na todo, tanggol pa rin sa idol na kahit wala na sa hulog ang argument, may pagpatanggol lang ang idol. Yes, that's true. And ako personally, wala din akong pakialam tungkol sa channel ni Jamill. But I think, yan nga, may mga matututunan tayo tungkol sa kwento nila. And it all has to do with appearance versus reality. I mean, nakita nyo naman yung anong tawag nito? Thumbnail for this video.
Yeah.
Napunit yung litrato nila. They're apart. We've got Nas Daily in the background underneath. So it's basically what we see isn't always what the truth is. Yan ang pinaka... Diba?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. I want to read this too. For me, aside from pang-aral sa mga bashers, it's also a lesson to improve on how you give out your opinions or communicate. Tama,
Yeah.
100%. 100%
Yeah, I
agree.
agree on that.
Sometimes it really does sound biased, but I agree with what you said. I appreciate that, Kakampi, and I can admit that. Siguro maaring may iba akong magawa. Pero ang isa din sa mga sasabihin ko, ano ba ang kutis ni Doc Adam? Ano ba ang kutis ko? Ano ba ang balbas namin? Diba, we look kind of similar. So, hindi ba plausible din na may mga akala nila dahil pareho kaming banyaga na marunong magtagalog, na gumagawa ng mga video pang Pinoy, na bumabatikos na mga puti, na pareho kaming tao? Diba? Maaring din yung ganyan.
Here is actually another thing. Constructive criticism is criticizing but also telling kung ano yung naging problem and showing how to improve. So, meron kasing mga criticism na they turn into bashing kasi walang content yung nila. Walang laman yung nila, yung mga statements nila. They just attack you because you don't align with their views.
Yes.
Like for example, halimbawa ako nagluluto ako. If someone says, "Ay, pangit ka magluto, walang kwenta 'yung pagkain mo."
Bakit?
Tell me what's the problem? Tell me what's the problem
That's
with
what
my
I would
food
say.
first.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then there's one person sasabihin sa akin, "Ay, medyo maalat po 'yung pagkain nyo." I know how to tackle that because I know the problem. So
Yes,
I know the problem. I
exactly.
can solve that. Those
Well,
are
and
the things, yeah.
And here's the thing, if you cannot explain, kung hindi mo mabigyan kutwiran talaga
Yeah.
ang mga dahilan kung bakit ayaw mo sa isang bagay, I
Yeah.
mean, maaring suriin mo pa. Siguro may good reason ka talaga. But if you really cannot find a good reason,
Yeah, you try to dig deeper on.
you are biased. You know, if you cannot find a good reason, and
Yeah.
sometimes that might mean you're not only biased in ways that are small, but biased in ways that are they could be prejudiced towards other ethnic groups. They could be
Yeah.
prejudiced towards, diba? So it's important that we have specific reasons kung bakit natin sinabi na hindi yan tama, diba?
Yeah.
Which we do, which I do, which I did. You know, and you know, yung kay Doc Adam naman, and I think he even realizes it, is hindi niya sana dapat itinuro mismo si Hungry Syrian Wanderer sa kanyang lahad tungkol sa poverty porn, diba? He should have left that to maybe left it to Attorney Libayan, or maybe he should have said, hey, this is the issue. But at the same time, I will say people were biased against Doc Adam. They just stood up immediately for their idol, because here's the thing. He said, for me, in this video, he wasn't attacking Hungry Syrian. He was attacking a specific thing, which was
Poverty porn.
giving poverty porn. Exactly. Now, whether poverty porn is helpful or not helpful, we can also discuss that. But to say immediately na, oh, mali si Doc Adam, because diba, like we should have reasons for why something is right or wrong.
Yeah.
We should be able to identify it, or baka may kamalian tayo sa pag-iisip natin. You know? So, okay, let's go ahead and watch this kay Jamill.
Trending kami sa Twitter, sa Facebook. Puro nangyari sa channel.
So, binura nila yung channel nila.
Ito, ang dami dati, iba't ibang klaseng storya na naglabasan. Personal decision namin ni Camille. Ganito kasi, completely honest, mga kaigan, 100%.
To be
100%
honest.
Buhay na lang kami yung normal ni Camille. Gusto na namin yung gano'n na simpleng buti. Gaya nang nangyayari sa amin dati. Simple lang kami, ganito lang kami. Ayaw na namin yung masyadong mataas, ang daming nakakakita sa amin. Marangya. Ito, legit to hindi.
It's kind of interesting though na sinasabi niya itong ngayon while their subscribers are going up and their views are going down. You know, some videos don't even reach 1 million views, pero mahigit 12 million yata yung subscribers nila, right? So I feel like part of that pressure could be na hindi sila masyadong pinapanood. Again, these are just theories, so I'm not going to
speculations. These are just speculations.
This is speculation. Disclaimer, mga speculation lang talaga ito, mga kikampi. But the reason why there's speculation is based on evidence of kung ano ba yung mga ginawa nila dati, right? All the times na may breakup prank. Isa sa mga pusa ko, umakyat ng kurtena. Hey! Jax Jr., wag mong gawin yan. Saglit na ang kikampi. Hi. Oh. Okay. Si Jax Jr. yan. So okay, so let's go ahead. I think madami naman silang naipon, and then also there's a theory too that Attorney Libayan was talking a little bit on batas natin, is that maaring pang-iwas ba sa BIR? You know, that's a question, right? Like, sinasubukan ba nilang lusutin yung tax niyon? I mean, for me, for you, our tax is probably very low because how much money are we even making, diba?
Yeah.
Like, but for them, I don't know. But anyway, let's continue
this is more speculative at this point. So
this is more speculative for sure. But because it's a trending topic and it matches the theme, let's do it. Oh, wow. My bagong member. Maraming salamat, Kikampi. Thank you for being a new member. And by the way, mga Kikampi, kung gusto nyong sumali sa membership, may join button, pwede nyong sampalin, may mga iba't ibang membership levels. And thank you so much, Kakampi, for subscribing on that. So let's go here. Yeah, nice intermission courtesy of the cat. So let's go here. Let's take a look.
Dito sa pagiging ungrateful, ito yung nararamdaman namin Ito yung naramdaman na namin na gusto namin kami na lang nakakakita sa relasyon namin. Alam mo yun, yung tamang drama na ganun. Tapos natulog kami. Dinilit ni kami lintan. Sige na, ayoko na. Gusto ko na lang simpleng buhay. Ayoko na ng ganito.
Okay, so I mean, siyempre, hindi naman para sa atin na makialam sa kanilang relationship, but
Yeah.
I don't know, that story just doesn't sound very, very sincere. It sounds kind of like, hindi ko alam kung script writing. Basta I don't think it's the full story.
Yeah,
Na tayo, ganito.
Oh, sorry, Kakampi. Go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Sa akin siguro it could be I don't know, maybe they come to a realization about something in their life. So being celebrity couple is actually hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
And by the way, mga kakampi, isang bagay na gusto ko din iparating sa channel ko, sa platform ko, is, I am really happy with my relationship with Gail. It's not perfect, but at the same time, I can't promise that we're going to be forever. I can't promise, like nobody can promise these things, but yet there is a pressure that I see that comes from YouTubers, right? I'm sorry, that comes from audiences. Like I've seen people, may mga kaibigan nako, that they were heartbroken nung nag-break sina Jay from Kamikaze sa asawa niya. They were devastated about it. And I said, why? You're not in the relationship. Hindi mo alam yung buong kwento. Like people get a little bit too involved, I think. And I call this thing kilig culture. And I personally feel like it's a distraction from the deeper issues that are happening in this country and in the world, that people would be so obsessed with another person's relationship. And isang mungkahi, may mungkahi ako sa inyong lahat. I'm gonna type it in. Panorin nyo ang Gone Girl. There, mga kikampi. Watch that movie kung may kakayahan kayo. Like, find that movie, watch it. That's a perfect movie about appearance versus reality when it comes to like couples and romance.
Oh, I think it's available on Netflix. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yung buhay natin, yung relasyon natin, ikot na lang sa YouTube. Di sabi ko, sige.
I mean, I could see that being a problem.
Parang ang pinapatunayan namin sa isa't isa. Na wala kami.
But at the same time, I wonder, like, why?
I don't know.
Why now? Why now when the taxation stuff is hitting, and you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of seems like convenient timing. Plus, one thing I will say is, to go along with my point about appearance versus reality, did you guys know muntik mag-break sina Jamill bago sila sumikat? And then biglang sumikat sila, nagpasya sila na huwag nang mag-break up.
Yeah.
Does that not tell you something about appearance versus reality? That they were keeping up the appearance because it was justified by the reward?
Could be.
Diba?
There's a possibility. Yeah, there's a possibility.
Well, no. This is literal. Kakampi. Sinabi nila, ikinuwento nila sa isang anong tawag noon? Convention. They said that they were going to break up, and then they got famous on YouTube, and then they stayed together because of that. Like, nahiya yung lalaki or yung babae, nakalimutan ko kung sino ang nagsabi, kung sinong umamin. But it's there, and I'm glad that they said it, because it is a real issue where people continue on in these relationships for appearance sake. Diba? So kahit
it's a possibility.
Pwede natin ito ihalin tulad sa mga sariling buhay natin. Apply it to our own lives, diba?
Yeah. But the
we
bigger
shouldn't
question
say
here is,
anything
what's the
just for
quality of the
appearance.
yeah. The
What?
bigger question is, what's the quality of the relationship naman after that?
Yeah, well, and that's probably, that probably is a genuine reason kung bakit gusto
Yeah.
nilang umalis. But remember, kung minsan pag sinasabi natin na may isang dahilan kung bakit umaalis tayo. Halimbawa, ngayon, nakikita nyo lang yung tenga ni, ito. Nakikita nyo yung tenga ni Mickey Mouse. Hindi nyo malalaman na yan si Mickey Mouse sa baba kung hindi nyo nakita kanina. So that's the full picture. We have this picture. That's the picture they're choosing to give us. So, bakit pang mahalaga ito? I think it's important because we should be critical in what we consume. Because what we consume is ultimately going to influence who we vote for. It's going to ultimately influence what our goals in life are. It's going to, for instance, kung ayaw natin, I guess it's, it's being a full person. It's being not just like one way in one scenario and another way in another scenario. It's being a consistent person. If it's wrong in one thing, it must be wrong in others. Must be hard for celebrity couples to keep their appearances and stay true to their feelings. I imagine it affects their lives off cam so much. That's true. Kaya
there's a lot of mental
Fair.
problem.
Yeah. Let's be fair to Jamill. I think it should be stated for them on their behalf.
Yeah. There are a lot of psychological issues.
True. Yeah, that could be a big reason. But the point being is you see them so happy on YouTube. Sinabi nila na may mga issues sila noon, right? They've had issues through the YouTube. They're not showing that on the camera. So akala ng mga viewers nila na sobrang in love sila, pero actually hindi talaga. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. They still have their social media presence, which maybe they decided that they needed to just get off of YouTube. I don't know kung dahil kung may dahilan yung or underpinning yung BIR or what, but if not,
actually
regardless,
kasi kung BIR yung magiging factor, hindi mo pwedeng escape yan just because you delete your YouTube channel eh.
Right.
Yeah.
Diba? Anyhow, this was the basic concept. I'm sorry mga kikampi. Pasensya na yung mga live streams are like an hour and they're always like between an hour and 30 minutes. At lagi gusto ko sana na tapusin agad because I want you guys to be able to watch it afterwards and not have to watch an entire hour. But at the same time, exactly. It's all acting. The camera is on. Tama.
Yeah,
tama. I mean, I try to be as authentic as I can be, but at the same time, I do get this passionate and I do have these conversations. Kahit kay Kakampi Jerry, kung minsan we're just talking, right? So, I try to be as honest.
For example, I'm sitting straight right now, but kung wala yung camera, I will be yung paa ko baka nakataas yung paa ko, I would be facing sideways, watching.
Kung wala yung camera, wala akong damit. Tatanggalin ko ang lahat ng damit ko. Ganyan ako madalas.
I don't go topless, but maybe my feet is up on the table.
Yeah. Seriously, if there.
Oh yeah.
Well, I actually think I have. I've definitely done this a lot on my video. I can't get rid of that. But I mean, seriously, if I didn't have this camera on, I'd be taking this stuff off.
Yeah,
so if you guys,
there are certain things that we adjust when in front of camera. So
those
things are given.
Yes, exactly.
But, another question is how far are you willing to go?
With what? With what?
With kung ano yung facade na gusto mo ipakita.
Yes, tao. Exactly. But at the same time, kung may facade talaga ang tao, do we really want, I mean, to what extent do we want to tolerate that at the same time? Kung nagsasinungaling sila or kung may ginagawa sila na hindi maganda yung epekto sa buong bansa or hindi naman sa buong bansa, but I mean, maybe it's so small, maybe it's something we don't realize is wrong. Like, parang walang masama. But if we study like economics or if we study like just different fields of science or different fields of philosophy, malalaman natin na, hindi pala tama yung ganon kahit maganda yung intentions. Right?
Yeah.
Like, so we should be making these discussions about educated topics, educated discussions, diba?
Yeah.
They're going to see the AdSense regardless of where the channel is. Tama. It's so crazy too. I mean, isipin natin, yung Jamill, they built their brand on a relationship that they almost got out of, and they made up to $80,000 per month. That's a lot of money. In the US, people do not make that much money. There's a lot of people don't even make that much money in a year. I'd say 80% of people don't even make that much money in a year in the US.
Kay Leia Lee. Yeah, tama. Kasi every income, no matter what the source, basta it's legal. It's a legal income. You should always declare it with BIR. And it's taxable. So YouTube is also business. So may income ka sa YouTube. Just lalo na pag na-monetize na yung channel mo. So you should also declare that. So yung kay Jamill, I don't see that as a factor na because they try to evade the BIR, because if gusto silang silipin ng BIR, kung gusto silang silipin ng BIR, they will be audited talaga.
Yeah, hindi talaga sila makalusot.
Yeah, there's no escaping from that. So kahit i-delete mo yan, may record, may YouTube, Google has a record of that.
Tama.
Up to a certain point, so they will keep that record, and if there are necessary mga law enforcement na agencies na kailangan kumuha ng record na yun, they can provide that with a proper court order.
Thank you for that information, Kakampi. I think the ultimate lessons here about appearance versus reality is wag tayo agad.
Basta maniniwala agad.
Yes. Well, and it's like this too. Diba, bago maniwala, mag-iisip-isip ka muna, marami ang namamatay sa maling akala. But at the same time, I would say this. It's okay to discuss the issues, lalong-lalo pag online. But at the same time, while we are discussing these issues, hi baby.
Hello.
Hi baby Sing. Yung Sing baby.
Hello.
What I would like to say about that is,
hi.
if we are being completely honest with ourselves, we should be able to change our minds about things. We shouldn't be able to just immediately say, this is how it is, this is what it is, and we're not going to learn. Diba? Everything is about learning.
Yeah.
Very cute baby boy. So let's not be fooled by baby's cuteness. They still poop and break, like try to grab everything, right? Appearance versus reality. Aw, ang sweet niya talaga, no?
Yeah, this is not actually my place, just a background.
Yeah, this is appearance versus reality, diba? We're going super meta with this. This is just the appearance that Jerry wants everybody to see.
Yeah, that's why I have this logo on the top.
Yeah. By the way, mga kakampi, we're going to go ahead and close up. But before that, gusto ko lang sabihin, kung hindi nyo pa nagawa, sampalin ninyo ang like at sampalin ninyo ang kampana. But not just that. I want you guys to go over to Jerry's channel, bago pa lang siya sa YouTube, and let's go ahead. Let's show Jerry the love. How many subscribers are you at, Jerry?
As of now, 27.
27, mga kikampi, can we get Jerry to 50 subscribers? Better
Wow.
yet, can we get Jerry to 100 subscribers, mga kikampi? Kayo ang bahala.
Oh, wow.
The channel of Jerry, I'm going to share it in the chat. I'm going to send it to, let's see here. I'm going to send it to someone that they can post it on here because it's kind of difficult with let's see here. I sent it to someone. Let's see. They can go ahead and get it posted. I just sent the link on through a personal means. Let me try and get that just really quick, mga kikampi. I'll post it right here in the live chat. And let's see. You know, for me personally, I want people to succeed, but I want people to succeed by being honest, not by being dishonest. And if we don't care about how people gain their success, if we just think, oh, it's not that big of a deal, I think medyo mali din yun, you know? What's your opinion on that, Kampi? I think it's...
Yeah, so yeah, I was typing my name, my YouTube channel name. Yeah. So
oh, there you got it.
Yeah. Actually, yung sa akin, I started last Sunday lang. It was the first one was a collab with Kakampi. Yeah. So my target actually is more on education. Yeah. To educate people.
It's J.SinghTV Reacts.
Yeah.
Okay, mga kikampi. We should be able to find that. In fact, I'm going to go on really quick to YouTube and I'm going to show you guys para makita nyo kung ano mismo yung channel niya. Let's get him to 100 subscribers, mga kikampi. Let's do it. Okay, let's get you, let's see, going to share this really fast. Go ahead and explain the niche again, Kikampi. I was kind of talking.
Actually, yung target ko is more on education. Because I support Attorney Libayan and Kakampi, syempre, because of their advocacy. Kikampi. Because of their advocacy to ma-improve natin yung yung ating critical thinking natin.
Thank you, Kikampi.
Yeah. So,
and ganyan din yung ginagawa mo, diba? You want to make it about critical thinking.
Yeah,
Oops.
Actually no spaces yung J.SinghTV.
Okay. J, my dot pa?
Yeah.
Meron ba?
Yeah.
TV, and then what?
Space Reacts. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Oh, 30! Kikampi,
wow, 30 subscribers na.
Okay, mga kikampi. So, ito lang yung kailangan nyong i-subscribe nyo ngayon. Maraming salamat, mga kikampi. Yon, is charity really a good thing? Challenging our perspective. That is a solid video concept. Salamat, kikampi.
Yeah.
So, ito na. Yeah, we need good guys on YouTube. I agree. I'm the 30th. Wow, there we go.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes. Are you this guy, Kikampi?
Yeah, I also have a second channel but hindi pa siya active. So
okay.
Yeah, that's J.SinghTV Tech. Yeah. I also have that. But it's still not active.
Kikampi, I really appreciate you, Kikampi Jerry. Salamat that nandito ka.
Salamat, Kikampi.
Love your input. It's always great having you on. Siguro, kung gusto nyo si Jerry, sampalin ninyo ang like, sampalin ninyo ang subscribe sa kanyang channel, and i-comment nyo sa baba so that we can do this again. And mga kikampi, I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to make sure my live streams run more smoothly and are shorter. I'm going to work on that. I know that's kind of a problem for replay. Anyhow, thank you so much, Mom. I love you. I'm glad you're watching. Thank you for watching, even though I am speaking Tagalog most of the time. Yes. So let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and count my subscription in. You got it.
Wow,
Kikampi.
thank you.
Alrighty, mga kikampi. Hanggang sa susunod, wag. Oh, actually, no. I have one more plug. Please, mga kikampi. Yung last video ko tungkol sa this is why foreigners should speak Tagalog or learn Tagalog. Please, mga kikampi.
You should watch
Nyo ang
that.
video na
You should
yun.
watch that, yeah.
I think it's one of the most important videos that could ever be made for tourism, for foreigners, for pinapagpapahalaga sa wika. So please, watch it. I spent so much energy and time and creativity on it. It is the video that says, mahal mo pa ba ako? And then the two Filipinos are like, ew, awkward. So, okay, mga kikampi, hanggang sa susunod. Huwag kalimutan na sampalin ng like at sampalin ng kampana, pahalagahan ng kwento ng bawat tao, at pahalagahan ng bawat sandali.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Anything
more, Jerry?
Siguro yun na lang muna tayo.
Okay, ayos. Maraming salamat. Up here tayo.
Up here.